Hello, today is April 9th, 2020, and this is today's Japan coronavirus update. We're pushing 5,000 infections, and we can look at this graph and see that Japan is still experiencing increasing cases by the day. And states of emergency have been declared in the epicenters of the endemic spread in Japan, and that includes Tokyo, Osaka, Fukuoka, Chiba, Hyogo, Saitama, and Kanagawa prefectures. I wanted to start this update on a humorous note. I like to combat adversity in my life by adding humor to these types of circumstances. So here's a meme. We all know that the Japanese government is trying to combat the mask shortage by distributing masks to every household in Japan. It sounds all cute and cool, and it probably would be effective, right? Well, think again. The Japanese government will start mailing reusable cloth masks to all households in the country next week in a bid to address the continuing shortage. Households in Tokyo and other urban areas will be the first to receive the masks as they have the largest number of coronavirus cases. A total of 58.5 million households will each receive 2 cloth masks. The health ministry says the packing is now underway and a leaflet explaining how to wash the masks will be enclosed. So what if you have kids and stuff? 2 masks per household? That's not adequate at all. So here's another meme that highlights how ridiculous this is. So this guy thanks Abe for the masks for his family of 4. He claims he divided the 2 masks into 4. Please don't take this literally and do it. This just highlights the humorous Japanese reaction to it. So how's the economy handling the crisis here? Not so well. 42 Japanese firms go bankrupt due to the pandemic. A survey by a private research firm shows 42 companies in Japan have filed for bankruptcy or suspended business due to a decline in sales caused by the spread of the coronavirus. Credit research firm Teikoku Databank says that 19 companies filed for bankruptcy protection with debts of more than 10 million yen, about $92,000 by noon on Wednesday. It also says 23 companies have suspended business and started consultation with bankruptcy lawyers in order to legally liquidate the companies. Whatever, I lean left politically, and I feel really strongly against corporate greed. So companies going in bankrupt, I feel like are well deserved, especially in Japan, where they're the ones that were dismissing the problem to begin with. So I guess karma's a bitch, right? Not letting people stay at home to work and forcing these businesses to stay open and continue as usual. You should have taken in consideration of your people because, the decline was inevitable anyways. But my reason of concern lies where farmers seem to be hurting without the labor force that they are reliant on having. Japan already has a labor issue and an aging population, so there's a looming labor shortage here. And visas to Japan have been put on hold for new trainees from China and Vietnam. The worldwide virus situation has interrupted the program, which is designed to spread technical skills. That's a disappointment both to those who want to take part and to farms that have come to rely on them. This effect is going to affect more so than companies, the ordinary people in Japan. Because Japan is a culture that is really reliant on fresh vegetables and fruits. It's a hallmark of their diet here. I would expect some shortages or at least an inflation on these things because of that. So back to the emergency declarations. I was hoping for a nationwide emergency declaration because as the Prime Minister only has 7 prefectures under the declaration, there's still increasing cases outside of those prefectures. For example, in my prefecture here in Okinawa, we went from having really no confirmed cases other than a small few to a huge jump in the recent days. So now we're at 40. The governor here even suggested there could be community spread, but because no emergency declaration has been made on the higher government level, things are just as usual here. I mean, people do social distancing and stuff like that, but other than that, they're not really obligated to do anything. I'm sure the same can be said in other prefectures. Hokkaido's still seeing a increase of cases even after their emergency declaration that was issued a month or so ago. That's been recently lifted. So until the whole country are under the same uniform restrictions, I think the increase is going to continue, and the declaration of those 7 prefectures are going to be pointless. And so the government still wants to make this emergency declaration more complicated than it really needs to be. Government in Tokyo negotiating shutdown requests. Japan's central government and the Tokyo metropolitan government are discussing which businesses should be asked to temporarily shut down following the state of emergency declaration over the coronavirus outbreak. Is this even a question? Just close everything down, have everyone stay home, other than like essential limited outings like grocery shopping. I think that that's the right thing to do. Your city is a national epicenter of the outbreak in the whole country, so why would you tiptoe around this? In other news, Japan seems to be upping their testing capacity even more, but it's not really comparable to like other countries that we're seeing. Japan's health ministry plans to expand the country's capacity to test for the coronavirus to 2,000 a day. It is also thinking about increasing drive-through testing. According to the number of people being tested, it seems like capacity is up, but like the willingness to test is still conservative. But one thing's for sure, after the announcement of the Olympics being postponed for a year, we saw the influx of confirmed cases. So take that for what it is. I don't know if I'm still a conspiracy theorist for thinking that that had something to do with each other, as some of my viewers suggest, but I think I've been right about that. Anyways, comment your thoughts on how Japan's doing now, if you agree or why you disagree. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.